built should not be pedalled out of the building. But anyway, it's Rob from Wheelworx Bike Shop in Dublin. Today we have a Speed Concept. It's an SLR7. So the SLR refers to the frame. The number refers to the build, the components build. So it's built with SRAM rival axis. So it's SRAM's wireless group set. You've got battery on each derailleur, which are interchangeable. So if one battery goes flat, you can switch them over, and they're that easy to switch. The benefit of that is you don't tend to shift your front chain ring as often. You shift the rear much more often, so this battery will deplete quicker, and if you forget to charge it like I've done on maybe more than one occasion, you can stop, jump off your bike, switch your batteries that quickly, and you've got your gear shifting to get you home. You just need to select what chain ring you need at the front, and worst case scenario you could switch them back if you needed to get over a big climb on the way, drop it into the small ring and then switch it back again, so you've got your rear chain changing. Anyway, that's enough of my gear changing stories. So this is a Project 1 build for a regular customer. She's got her own bike in, which I'll bring out later on. I'll do some photographs of the two of them side by side, because she has an older Speed Concept in a similar paint job, so we got this one custom painted for her, and signed by the artist. I don't know who that is, I can't read it, but so the artist signed that one when we painted it. It's the SLR6. So SLR refers to the frame. The Speed Concept only come in the top of the range carbon, and then the 6, like I said, is SRAM rival. So SRAM rival. We've got a power meter in the crank on this one. Wireless derailleurs, wireless shifting, and we went with the wide range cassette. Bontrager Aeolus Pro 51 wheel set, so 51mm deep. Bontrager tyres. With the Bontrager wheels, it's probably worth saying, I don't know if I've said it in videos before, but the Bontrager carbon, the full carbon wheels, the new wheels all come with a 2-year crash replacement, 2-year free crash replacement. So if you damage your wheels or crash them or hit a pothole or damage them in any way, we can get them repaired or replaced free of charge through Trek and Bontrager's crash replacement. Into the sun of it. So that applies to the Aeolus Elite range, the Aeolus Pro range, and the RSLs. So it gives you a lot of comfort when you're spending a lot of money on carbon wheels. If you're worried that if you damage them you're going to be out of pocket, you're not going to be. And that also applies to the gravel wheels and the mountain bike wheels. So it gives you an idea of how confident Trek are on the products in Bontrager. So a quick run through with the features of the Speed Concept. You've got internal food storage in the frame here, and this compartment comes out. You can stick it in the dishwasher if you have to wash it, if you've got gels or whatever that burst in there. Your aero bottle mounts in the frame directly into an aero cage, but you've got regular bottle mounts underneath that as well, so if you want to run regular bottles for training you can do that. And then inside here you've got a little internal storage compartment with a slot for your mini tool. This threaded piece here is where you screw in your CO2 cartridge to store it. Your tube goes in the end, and the little strap goes around it, holds it in place. And because you're running deep valve or deep section wheels, you may be running valve extenders on a regular tube to make the valve long enough to reach through. And if you are, they've very cleverly built a little tool into the storage unit for taking the valve core out. So a little valve tool remover, valve core remover. So that guy slots into the frame. Locks in place. Bottle sits back in. So you've got your internal storage. For food, you've got your internal storage for parts. You've got your aero bottle. There's also the ability to mount between the arms hydration system directly into the cockpit, and a light and a Garmin mount. So there's a lot of integration here. You've got the ISO speed built into the frame here, which is like a shock absorber built into the frame. So your seat post is mounted on a bearing system which has a certain amount of flex, so it makes it much more comfortable to ride. the Hilo Pro saddle, which is a Bontrager Troy saddle, has mounts directly into the saddle that we can bolt a rear storage system and hydration system, so you can carry one or two bottles, and you've also got storage in that for extra spares if you wanted to be more self-sufficient than just one tube. We've got the carbon saddle on this one, so carbon rails, carbon shell. It's considerably lighter than the standard Hilo Pro, but both the Hilo Pro and the standard comp version have that ability to integrate the storage into it. That's pretty much it, I think, on that one. We'll get some photos and video of this alongside the old one. We might do a video of the comparisons between the two. So that's it.